The Day in Tech History is sponsored by CashFly over at CACHEFLY.com, where you can host your podcast and get a 14-day free trial.
Jeffrey Powers here. I welcome you to the Day in Tech History, a full rundown of technology history 7 days a week. Subscribe to the show via iTunes, Stitcher, or download right from dayintechhistory.com. Now let's find out what happened on this day, your day in tech history. December 11th, 1946, Frederick Colland Williams patented a way to memorize or store digital data on a cathode ray screen of specifically designed television sets. The Williams tube memory is another approach experimented by early computer engineers, which made a use of the cathode ray tube, the type commonly used for oscilloscope, radar, and television view screens, to store binary data. 1964, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered the lecture at the University of Oslo the day after receiving the Nobel Peace Prize. He argued that the progress in science and technology is not equaled by moral progress. Instead, mankind suffers from a moral and spiritual lag. 1967, the Concorde, a joint British-French venture and the world's first supersonic airliner, was unveiled in France. 1972, the Apollo 17 was the sixth and final mission to set down on the surface of the moon. Astronauts remain on the surface for 75 hours. 1984, FidoNet achieves 336 nodes, ranging from FidoNet's board, run by the network founder Tom Jennings. 1985, General Electric Company agrees to buy Radio Corporation of America and its subsidiary, NBC, for $6.3 billion. 1996, version 4 of the Eiffel programming language was released. 1997, the Fox network website was hacked and traffic was redirected to the NBC network. The NetAdcom website was hacked by the bookie. The RJ Trading website was hacked and defaced by Cybertoast. And the website of the United States Air Force headquarters was hacked, and the files were renamed at random. Also in 1997, U.S. District Judge Thomas Jackson issued a preliminary injunction against Microsoft for having violated a July 1994 consent decree. And version 1.0.7 of the Camel programming language was released. 1998, JT Storage files for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and protection, and later Chapter 7, 10 months after selling its Atari division to Hasbro for $5 million. The Market for Home Computing and Video Games magazine published their first issue in North America, and the Mars Climate Orbiter was successfully launched on a Delta II rocket from Cape Canaveral. On September 23rd of 1999, the probe would fail due to a notorious software malfunction that fails to convert imperial units measures to metric values.
If you love the Day in Tech History, then I encourage you to join my Patreon movement over at patreon.com/geekazine. Your contribution keeps the lights on and more Day in Tech History episodes available. Pledge as little as $1 a month or $12 a year for 365 days of podcasts. Add to that all the content from geekazine.com, morninggeeks.com, and other shows that I produce. That's over at patreon.com/geekazine. Now let's get back into your day in tech history.
In 2000, Gabon issues a postage stamp depicting a sledgehammer about to strike a personal computer to eradicate the Y2K bug. And Los Angeles-based creditcards.com was hacked and 55,000 credit card numbers were left exposed on the internet after an extortion scheme perpetrated by an anonymous hacker failed. 2001, the Federal Bureau of Investigation enacts several related undercover operations to combat software piracy, resulting in raids covering 27 U.S. cities, as well as several foreign countries, called in various forms Operation Bandwidth, or Operation Buccaneer, or Operation Digital Pirates. Also in 2001, Yahoo Enterprise Solutions launched Strategy Services. 2002, the Federal Bureau of Investigation teams up with the Terra Lycos to disseminate virtual wanted posters in the form of flash banner ads for fugitive crime boss James Whitey Bulger across the Internet portal's properties. 2004, the 10 millionth copy of Firefox web browser was downloaded. 2006, the Netherlands switched off the analog terrestrial television transmitters, which had served an increasingly small proportion of the nation's population. Projections estimate that approximately 92% of households were already connected to cable television services. 2008, Google Chrome exits its beta status. And Taiwanese government gives chip makers a chance during the downfall by offering loans to those companies that need help. And in 2013, Facebook introduced autopay video. Bloomberg brings 24-hour live news to Apple TV. Dell launched their first Chromebook 11, and Spotify launched freemium models for iOS and Android mobile devices. And that's your Day in Tech History. My name is Jeffrey Powers, www.dayintechhistory.com. All the show notes are over at wikizine.com, Geekazine's wiki. And of course, you can like the Facebook page and follow Twitter at Day in Tech Hist. Until tomorrow, take care. Day in Tech History is copyright 2015, JMP Enterprise and Geekazine.com.